I mean, I was like in and out of jail then, you know what I mean, at the time. So, you know what I mean, well, put it like this, with me and the Roots, we was Square Roots, back when they was Square Roots. The name of their group was Square Roots. You know what I mean? We was all foreign objects. You know what I mean? That was the name of our clique. Foreign objects. You know what I mean? Rahani and all them, you know what I'm saying? It's Tyreek. You know what I mean? His name is Black Thought. That's the lead rapper. Then there's Amir. I mean, they call him Questlove. You know what I mean? He used to be heavy set, but he lost weight. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. He went with the Afro, played the drums. You know what I mean? It's Dice, Raw, all of us. You know what I mean? We was all called foreign objects. You know what I'm saying? Being as though I was, you know, living the way I was living, they had a different mindset. Like, it was abstract, dressing abstract, baggy, you know, stuff, certain things, you know what I mean? And I was living a lot of, you know, selling this and that and living a certain life, you know, rocking different wear, but I was also versatile. Sometimes I go to I Goldberg with throwing my army fatigue and different things, so we still blended. You know what I'm saying? So make a long story short, how we met the Roots, me and my man, well, his name was Chris back in the day, but when he became with his, you know, I respect, you know, people in their religions. It is what it is. When he became, you know, what he became in his religion, shout out to him. His name is Radi Allah now, so I don't want to, you know, make it seem like there's no disrespect. He don't go by that name no more. So his name is Radi Allah. You know what I mean? Just putting all the truth out there. But we used to be a group called Black Hole back in the day, and our manager John Net that we hooked up with, that was the Roots manager. So they when we went over there to see John Net, you know what I mean, we got together. You know what I mean? The Roots was over there, and they introduced us and was like, yeah, you know, y'all might as well get used to each other because, you know, we managing both of y'all groups. So we busted up, shook hands. And after that, we busted up, smoked some weed together, and was freestyle ciphering. We just everybody was like, man, we got to stick together. Like, you know, we thorough peoples. Everybody can rap. So we started rolling with each other. We call each other foreign objects. They already had foreign objects. That was the name they clicked. So they was like, y'all foreign objects now. Like, we all together. So then after that, we started rolling with each other. We spent a night with each other every night. You know what I mean? They had a joint downtown. They had a little spot downtown. And they had a club called 247 or 257, something like that. So, you know what I mean? It was like, you know, this all access for us to do. You know what I mean? This for us, this our club or whatever. So, make a long story short, you know what I mean? We started rolling with each other, and they basically, like, we was going to do tracks with each other and everything, but they was working on their albums and stuff like that, and they was doing live band and newspapers and all different things. Shout out to Kenyatta, too. Kenyatta used to rap with him, you know what I mean? But for some money reasons, he got cut out the group. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Same thing with Malik B. Shout out to Malik B. He used to rap with him. I don't even know what's up. Well, I think I seen something posted on YouTube. Dice Raw doing something now, but you know what I mean? They throw brothers that should be getting just as much shine as the group. Same time, you know what I mean? You know, they even said they self, like, man, when we was all rolling with each other, then it was like, yeah, man, one of us blow up, we gonna work it like a chain, pull each other up. You know what I mean? But you know, sometimes when people get out there, it's like, you know, when people think they really got it going on, they still need more time to, you know, do what they gotta do. So I let them do what they gotta do. At the same time, I'm my own man. I'm gonna do my thing. You know what I mean? My own thing. So, you know, when they went to Atlanta, it was just over, man. They just went sky high. They did their thing. And when I was seeing, they would get me in VIP, stuff like that. But I was still wilding and doing different things at the time. I was, you know what I mean? I was always praising God, always praising Jesus, but I'm not perfect. Ain't nobody perfect. So I stayed in praise, but I was, you know, my mindset was on some like, man, you know how Tupac said revenge is as sweet as joy, man. I used to love, I'm making a long story short, yeah, I still love for the Roots, man, and it's gonna come together, you know what I mean? All I gotta do is get one of them. I can either go to one of these shows or whatever, get contact with them again. Right now, I'm too focused on doing me. But other than that, Fat Man Scoop, I met him through my man DJ Mark. I mean, Mark Reeder, shout out to Mark Reeder, DJ Mark, you know what I mean? We did a track called Feeling It, you know what I mean? Me, him, and Fat Man Scoop. He met Fat Man Scoop. Fat Man Scoop left his will where he was at. Took I think either Greyhound, whatever it was, met up with him at the station. And then he drove him to the studio where we met for the first time, busted up. Fat Man Scoop was a thorough brother. Shout out to Fat Man Scoop. And we did a track. He was asking me then, you signed this and that? And I'm like, I'm working with Mark, we doing our thing. I'm not signed, but it's all good. And DJ Mark had Logan Town Records then. You know what I mean? But even then I was going in and out of jail. So, but that track I did with Fat Man Scoop, when I finally ran to DJ Mark, I got out of jail again. DJ Mark was like, yeah, he was like, yo, that joint banging on Hot 97 and all that. Like, yo, I'm telling you, he's like, yo, I'm going to call the station now. And he called the station, and Hot 97 was like, yeah. They was like, yo, they was like, we loving you and Scoop out here. You know what I mean? We loving y'all out here. Y'all doing y'all thing. You know, but that's why you ain't supposed to be going in and out of jail, man, because it'll get you caught up. Going in and out of jail will definitely get you caught up. That's why, you know what I mean, it is what it is. Like, you know what I mean? Shout out to all them brothers, Beanie Siegel, Meek Millz, and everybody that fell back from going to jail or try their best. Because you can just, cross the street wrong, man, and get locked up nowadays, man. Anything can happen, man. But yeah, that's what's up with them. Like, it just is what it is. They doing their thing, I'm doing my thing, but eventually it's going to all come together. You know what I'm saying?
What's up with you and Quilly Millz and Jihad?
Well, really, on some real rap, I ain't going to lie, man. Like, I'm focused on goals. Everything is good money, so like I really ain't focused on like like dwelling on nobody old past stuff. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Things come and go, and for real, there ain't no beef. That's not. It wasn't even no. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Like things that happened, it went where it went. It is what it is. But the thing is, like I said, I never got touched. You know what I'm saying? Beef is when when it go there, either you get touched or you touch them, or if not that, beef is when you need two guys to go to sleep, like Biggie said. Other than that, it just is what it is. It was something that either one of us could have got at each other whenever we wanted to, because I put it like, it is what it is. It ain't hard to pop up to somebody at a show, you know what I mean, or where they at, and just do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying, to get at somebody. So, make a long story short, as far as that, like he doing him, I'm going to enjoy Jihad. I gotta keep it real, like me and Had never had no differences. We never went through nothing, but there was a video that my man Envy did. There was a video that my man Envy did. That shout out to Envy. You know what I mean? My man P. Sandy and them called me and was like, yeah, come through. Envy shooting a video. We want you to be down here. You know what I mean? Because I met all of them. They was all go-getters. I met all of them through Joey Jihad. You know what I mean? Just by messing with Joey Jihad. So when by doing that, all of a sudden everybody that said they was a getter or even thought they was a getter started hitting me up. You know what I mean? And either wanted me to shoot a clip of them or get with them just because they knew me and Had was through each other. So, make a long story short, when they called me down to be in this particular video, I'm thinking, okay, that's what's up, I'm going down here. You know what I mean? We do like we do. When I get down there, it's a diss track. It's a diss video, and I'm like, oh, beefing now? But it's on, though. Camera's already on, it's rolling. They all have Joey Jihad, this and that. Here's what it is. I'm going to stand what I do. If I knew what it was, and I was going down there to diss him, or being something to diss him, you know what I mean? It's a different thing, but I didn't know. So, you know what I mean? I'm up in the video, this and that, I'm there. When everything is going on, I'm like, dang, I'm finding out there while it's going down. I'm thinking it's on some like Reed Dollars and Joey Jihad, like they beefing, but they cool. It's just, really, it's just like lyrically beefing. You know what I mean? But everybody else is thinking it's real deep. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm in the video. I don't want to be like, oh, I ain't going to be in your video. We all thorough. I'm thinking this is going to be something like they just going to have it out in the lyrics and it's going to be just that. Like everybody's going to be alright or whatever's going on. To make a long story short, come to find out later on, Had hits me up and asked me what's up with the video, like me being in there and this and that. And calling the crib. My brothers and them telling me he calling the house around 22nd area. Came through his people's crib, which who I also know. And my man was passing through there, and I was around the corner at the time. My man came and told me, like, yo, Had around the corner. You know what I mean? So I'm like, where? He around the corner parking the car with some girl. You know what I mean? This gold car with tinted windows. Like gold colored car with tinted windows. So I said, alright, I'm around there then. I goes around there. Sure enough, he's sitting in the car with this chick. So I walks up. I'm like, what's up? So he like this. He did like this till we come in. So I come over to the car. And I'm like, what's up? So he get out, shake my hand. Everything is as usual. So he just like, we busting up talking. He talking about, what's up with you and Emily? Like, you know, what's up with that video you was in? I'm like, real rap. I didn't know what was going on. Like, you know, I thought everybody was sterling and just, you know, they called me down there. But make a long story short, I was told it was what it was. Like, you know, what I look like, just saying, oh, you know, oh, man, I can't get down with y'all. It is what it is. Like, for real, I could have just said, no, I ain't going to be in this video. But things just took a toll, man. Things just took a toll, man. It just is what it is. I ended up being in the video, but make a long story short, we talked about everything. He's like, oh, so you ain't know. I'm like, yeah, I ain't know. But other than that, I still spoke for them too, and just making it known, like, man, you know they got love for you. Just like how Game felt with what's his name? Just like how Game felt with 50 Cent. Like he ain't want to be a Lloyd Banks or one of them, just always playing in the background. They just wanted that, you know. Sometimes they feel like some artists don't get tired of sitting in the background, and they feel like that's the best way to do it. You know, they feel like they're gonna get their respect that way and diss them. So I'm the one that told her, like, you know, just get back and, you know, diss them back. Give them their airplay. Give them their shine, man. They just trying to, you know, they really want that attention, man. They just trying to get that attention. They feel like that you ain't giving them. That's all it is. So that's why I did the interview about them. You know what I mean? Then he took it as far to talk about P. Sandy and everything else. But, you know, that's how that came about. But then, as far as me and Quilly, you know what I mean? That just was what it was. Like, I already explained that over and over, what happened with us with that. You know what I mean? Me and him, we done shook hands and everything else, and then, you know, everywhere it went. To make a long story short, best way for me to nip that in the bud, Quilly doing him, I'm doing me. God is greater. Joey Jihad, I got to keep it real. I still got love for Joey Jihad. I'm not going to front. I do. I still got love for him because, and this ain't no trying to get with him or trying to piece things up or trying to, because really there's nothing to piece up. He doing his thing, I'm doing my thing. But I'm just speaking real, recognized real. It's the truth. You know what I mean? He always show love, you know, come through the shows. You know what I mean? Ain't pay for nothing. You know what I mean? Come on through, this and that. Same way as GD, shout out to GDK. Same thing. Gilly the Kid. VIP, what's up? We out. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I come through, squeezing all them. It's all love, man. Like, you know what I mean? That's how we been doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, that's how I met Meek Millz. Same way. He kept seeing me in VIP with Gilly, kept seeing me in shows, coming to see Joey Jihad show with him in his shows. You know what I mean? Support him and show love. Same thing with Reed Dollars. You know, somebody keeps seeing you so much, it's just like, oh, you know what I mean? It is what it is. We all together. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's all love. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I did that. That's why I came out and you know what I'm saying, was repping me because he was saying it then. I got to put it out there. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? A Freeway show, when Meek Millz started talking about, you know, when I came in Freeway show, I got witness for everything I say. That's the first thing that came out of Meek mouth when he see me. Smiling. Yo, you was representing me, man. Seriously. You be representing me. I like how you did that interview and all that. You represent me, man. And I'm like, that's right, Philly, man. We doing this thing. You know what I mean? All love. You know what I'm saying? That's why I did it. Ain't like I did it to be Joe, or you dissing me, I'm gonna diss you. That's why I did it, because he said I was representing him, so I felt like I was going to keep representing him. That's who I am. Same thing I would have did for Had if it went the other way. Same way. Same way I would have went. You know, but it is what it is, man. We all men, and we stand, we do. And I'll stand everything I did. I know who I am. And I'm not just no rapper. I'm soldier for God. S.4.G. I'm who I am. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But, yeah, that's how that goes. So, like I said, I still got love for Had. I ain't got nothing against Quilly. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Things went the way it went. We all men, man. Just like God forgives me, I got to forgive others. And plus, he ain't touched me. Ain't none of them touched me. At the same time, you know, it just is what it is, man. So that's how that go. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody. Philly support Philly. They can't stop us.